Headliner Room, tonight starring Donald O'Connor and Debbie Reynolds, with the John Carlton Orchestra, under the direction of Joey Singer and Tim Fowler.
Good evening, good evening. We're thrilled to be with you. Good evening to you. Good evening, good evening. It's great to stay up late. Good evening and welcome to you. We're finally back here side by side. Why did we wait so long? How great it feels to kick our heels and sing this happy song. Well, hello and good evening. We're glad you came here too this evening. Good evening to you.
Donald,
yes, dear.
Tell me honestly.
What's that?
Do you think I've changed?
Debbie, you look better now than singing in the rain.
Oh, you flatterer.
I swear every word is true.
Thank you.
And good evening to you. Debbie, dear, you were my pal back on the movie lot.
You taught me everything I know, and look how far I got.
We'll sing and dance just like the days at good old MGM. If we could just remember how we did it way back then. Oh, well, hello and good evening. We got catching up to do this evening. Good evening.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. And that means good evening to you. Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank
Donald, I think that if we
No. Let him stare.
Okay. Now, Donald.
No. A little more. Debbie, not that kind of more. You want to close the place for crying out loud?
Too much more, dear?
Never with you, my love.
Donald.
Yes, dear.
I can't sing without you.
Listen to that, will you?
I can't dance without you.
If you want to dance and you want to sing, with you by my side we can do anything. We feel glad when you're glad. We feel sad when you're sad. If you only knew how much we can do. We just can't smile without you.
You came along, and with a song, you brightened our day.
Who'd have believed that we were part of a dream? Doesn't it seem just like yesterday? You know we can't smile without you. We can't smile without you. We can't laugh. We can't sing, we're finding it hard to do anything.
And some people say happiness takes so very long to find.
Well, now that we're back, we're not leaving our love behind. Oh, we can't smile without you. We can't smile without you. We can't laugh. We're finding it hard to do anything. We feel glad when you're glad. We feel sad when you're sad. If you only knew what we're going through, we just can't smile. We just can't smile. We just can't smile without you.
Donald, I won't dance, don't ask
come
me.
on.
I don't want to dance.
Please.
Don't ask me. I won't dance, my friend, with you.
Gotta dance.
I won't dance. Don't ask me.
Gotta dance. Gotta dance.
Isn't he good? Who could resist that face? Well, Donald, if you want to dance, what do you want to dance?
Dancing in the dark till the tune ends. We're dancing in the dark, and it soon ends, and we can face the music together. Dance, dance, dance. What's the matter?
That made me so nauseous.
What made you nauseous?
All that running around you.
mean
Why don't
going-
you run around me? It'd take you longer. You could get sicker, wouldn't it?
You mean going around in circles made you sick? It was good enough for Ginger. Ginger Schwartz, you remember her. She was a great dancer. And Sid Charisse?
No.
Sid Charisse, honey?
Sid Charisse,
Yeah, the
dear.
girl with the legs up to knee, all the way up to her armpits. You remember? Did she married to
All the
Tom?
long legs with the on the top.
Ooh,
Now, Donald, you know that's not my kind of fancy dancing. This is my kind of dancing.
What kind?
Dun,
That
dun, dun, dun.
I-
Join me.
all right, you like this old stuff?
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, go ahead.
Ginger and dynamite, they shake with all their might. Down in Nagasaki where the women shoot a backy and the women wicky wacky woo.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's not dirty.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
And when we're dancing and you're dangerously near me, I get ideas. I get ideas. Oh, yeah. Oh, right on the foot for crying out loud.
I gotcha.
You sure did.
I've been dying to do that since Singing in the Rain.
Yeah. Well, you finally got even.
This is heaven.
Heaven for you.
We're in heaven.
And my foot throbs so that I can hardly speak. And I seem to find that happiness I see when we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
Cheek to cheek.
Dancing.
Which cheek?
Dancing. All together.
Dancing. Dancing.
Gotta dance.
Gotta dance.
Keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me for sure. That's what friends are for. In good times and bad times, I'll be by your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. And I never thought I'd feel this way. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad I got the chance to say that I do believe I love you.
And when there are times when we're apart, well then close your eyes and know these words are coming from my heart. And then if we can remember, keep smiling, keep shining,
knowing you can always count on me what friends are for.
Keep smiling
Keep shining.
in good time.
Oh, bad
I bet this is it, John.
times. That's what friends are for.
There you have it.
Well, I can't even. I mean, I just love this.
It's so cute.
And you taped that. How old were you?
Oh, I mean, I think in my 20s. We brought the remote truck up to Reno, and I remember it really well because, in fact, I just told you I had some behind the scenes films.
Yes.
We have.
We have to find
so
that.
Richard Landers was there, Mark Rich was there, and I was there, with my crew, and we both videoed it and we recorded it in a remote
Mark's
truck.
sister Elisa is in the room tonight.
Elisa, so in fact,
Elisa
when the
Tomasino.
door opens,
I love
when
her.
the door opens in the beginning shot right here.
Yeah.
Headliner room.
I'll just scan it forward. You'll see Mark's head. He opens the door for me. There he is, right there. Let's see if we can get him to see. Because we're steady catting right
and
there.
Tim
That's Mark's head running for the door.
Oh.
Fowler.
So he was opening the door up so the Steadicam could get through the door. It was a New Year's Eve, weekend. We had like a week. You could see she's playing December 26th to January 2nd. But this was like the New Year's Eve evening. It was a blast. These are the days when you had the big orchestra. And,
Well, Peter Allen there too, and someone was just saying that that this is like entertainment we don't see anymore, which if you live in New York City, you will see cabaret acts of fantastic Broadway singers, but
like Chicago, there's big towns.
But here we don't have this anymore. Headliners like this.
There's definitely a tilt, in what people want to go see. I believe there's still a market for this stuff. Clearly there was, because during the hotel era, people were like, "Oh, you can't have a hotel off the Strip," and Debbie, you're crazy, you can't do it. We sold out every show because it was just big enough. It wasn't like we were trying to fill up a 5,000 seat room, but people wanted to see that.
That was at Harrah's, right?
Yeah, this is Reno.
And that was Reno. So so the showroom that you built your mom here at the hotel was about 400 seats?
500 seats.
500 seats. What a great room
Similar
that was.
to, in fact, when I built that showroom, when I was designing it, I said, what is it you want? What are your favorite places what venues are your absolutely favorite? And she said the Crystal Room at the Desert Inn, which was still there at the time.
Yeah.
And Harrah's Tahoe showroom. Those were her two favorite showrooms. So I went and photographed and measured everything about those rooms, and I came back to her with pictures of everything about the room, and I sat her down and I said, now what is it about these rooms that you like and why? Because they each had their own little nuances. They were similar in size. They were both around 500. And we came to the determination, and we just blended the two together. She said, I love the intimacy of Tahoe because the front row is so close. Well, really both the DI also, but King's Row was super close. So we moved it even closer. We decided to have booths as the front row, not tables. See, in most showrooms, the tables were the first, still to this day. Tables first, booths back. So we decided to do is just go booths right up front, boom. Then up, row of tables, then booths, tables, booths. And that caused it to be this sort of blend, a hybrid, as it were. But that was the idea. So I used to say, I just built this picture frame for her to be in. And that's what that was. But it came from also me understanding, having toured with her and filmed a lot of her shows. We also filmed another Debbie Donald show earlier than this even.
I would love
at the
to
Riviera.
see that. Oh, I would love to see
It's
that.
funkier than this. The technology evolution by this point, has moved along a little better. So we're getting.
Well, let me just see some.
If anybody cares.
First of all, welcome everybody. Welcome and welcome and welcome. It is Monday night. Am I right? Is it Monday or Blur's Day?
Monday.
Is it Monday? Happy Monday, everybody. What
Monday's
difference does it
child
make?
is full
It's
of
Monday.
woe.
That's right. Well, I am just really excited because, this afternoon we weren't really sure we were going to be able to make tonight's show because,
What you mean, we white men?
well, you were working pretty much right up to the minute too.
I was, but
Yeah.
you know,
And
I
my
was
family
prepared.
is here. My cousins are here from Delaware.
Yeah, how
They
come
got
they're
in
not
a
in the
few
room?
hours. They're cooking dinner
Are
in
they
the
under
kitchen.
quarantine?
But they got here, and these are the cousins that I didn't know I had until
These are the ones that are
Not
directly related to
2012
the
when
aunt
I-
that just passed away, the great aunt.
my great aunt Christina, who just passed away. These are her granddaughters, and so I'm really excited because
And your brother has never
my
met them.
brother is back from L.A.
From COVID Los Angeles.
No, but he is. Listen, my brother is almost a germaphobe. We'll just put it that way, which is fine, But I'm not worried about him, not at all. And I'm just so glad he's back because I missed
You
him.
heard it here first.
I missed him very
No,
much.
but he never met your cousins.
No, he met them for the first time about an hour ago, and that was kind of fun to watch,
Now, are they first or second cousins?
Well, they would be second cousins. But when you think that you haven't any family left except one sister and one brother,
Well, you're doing great compared to me.
I know. So, the more people that
Here's
I
what's
find
left
that are
on
family,
here's
the
what's
better.
left on my end. I have Billy, one niece.
Yes,
I have 2 first cousins.
yes.
I have 2 second cousins, maybe even another pair, a couple in Texas
Mm-hmm.
besides. So I have a couple of second cousins floating around
Right.
Albuquerque and Texas. And one of my, so the second cousin, Dean Harmon, he's living in Albuquerque, and his mother just passed away. So she was some second aunt or something to me. So that's the end of the old people. I am now officially the oldest member of our family. And
You are the patriarch.
well, I was that anyway, but I mean now I'm
You were the
officially.
patriarch when you were 14.
I took on that role.
Yes.
But I will say that it is a dubious honor.
Well, does that make me the matriarch?
Well, you would be, your great aunt was absolutely the oldest, but your sister and your brother are both older than
Yes.
you, so you are actually the junior, and so no, you don't qualify.
Okay, well,
I'm
today is Eddie Fisher's birthday. Rolla just said. And
August, yep,
what is it? August 10th?
10th.
Yeah.
So he, I think, would have been.
It's your dad's birthday today. We didn't know that.
Oh, my papa, to me he was never there. Oh, my papa.
Let's sing happy birthday to him, shall we? There you go,
That's
Eddie.
from Carrie to Eddie. No, you know what? Eddie was a blast. He was like another child in the room. Even when I was a child, he was still a child. He never really grew up. The way his career exploded when he was a teenager, he never really evolved in certain ways.
He didn't ever grow into adulthood.
No, and he never understood the concept of being a father or any of that. So at a certain point, if you just accepted that, take him as a cool guy, friend.
Acceptance is everything. But the question then becomes acceptance to what degree? This is an
If you
interesting
want
conundrum.
to have yes, but if you want to have a relationship with this type of a person, he was a narcissist for sure, make no mistake, but not to the degree of a David Hasselhoff or others.
Oh my God.
I could
pore
name,
just opened.
I
on
could
me.
name I could name others, but I won't. I mean, if you think about it, narcissists. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad trait. I mean,
No, I mean,
like you think
and
that
everybody
you think
has
that president of the United States are not all of them.
all Fortune 500 company
let's
owners,
take-
anybody that has risen to the very top of their field. You have to have a little bit of that in you to believe in yourself to the degree that you could one day become
President of anything.
president.
But
Or
look
yeah.
at John F. Kennedy. Everybody, oh, he's such a magnetic personality. I mean, the guy was an absolute narcissist. I mean, everything you can read about the guy, and he was just like my dad. They had the same guy giving them speed shots. Dr.
Yeah.
Max Japton, they were shooting these guys up with speed, right from that same era. So these men, these powerful men that rise to fame and powerful positions, typically have that bit of narcissism in them. But if you as the child or you as the friend can accept that and just don't expect, the same kind of relationship with them that you might with others,
Right.
you're going to do well. I never struggled with my dad. We always got along fantastic. Carrie always was trying to get something from him. And in the documentary Bright Lights, we
Yeah.
included the footage of her going, "Do you love me?" It's a very powerful scene, and it was stunning when it happened. And by the way, that was no setup. He was very old and very frail, and it was clear he wasn't going to be around a lot longer. And she was trying to get that acceptance from him, that love, to say it and feel like it was meant. It's heartbreaking.
Oh, I know. But girls and their fathers, here's the thing about girls and their fathers. Oh, there's so many people that might relate to this and to the other part of this, which is, the role of the father in a girl's life is to teach her how to pick a good man for her life. That is the most important job a father has.
Nowadays
A
is
good
hard to find.
man. That's right.
Come up and see me sometime.
So therefore, so many of us didn't have that kind of
Right.
role model in a father, and so
So you went out and married, dated, house law.
every pore is on my body and my face just open, and I'm sweating out of every single one.
I mean, it's true though,
But
correct?
no, it is
Your
true.
dad taught you to pick him, is what you're saying.
Because my dad never, ever, ever, ever had a drink in his life. But
No. It's not about the drinking. It's the choice of the man, whether he
well,
drinks or smokes
I
or,
mean, I
or
think
whatever
that,
he does.
Yeah. So what the thing is that I did not have a father that
Was your
taught
dad
me that.
narcissistic?
I don't know. I don't think I would go that far. Probably some qualities, but we all have a little something, don't we?
And again,
yeah. So, but the thing is that I didn't understand for so long, why I was successful in my career, but not my life, my relationships. I was very,
welcome to the club. Debbie Reynolds.
yeah.
would love,
But then
that was her
I
club.
did understand it because I moved into acceptance that I didn't have anybody to teach me that, and that I was going to have to find emotional intelligence on my own and discover the broken places inside of me and heal them, basically. So that's why I think that part of life just turns me on so much, because I do believe that we can all overcome what we didn't get as kids,
So
what we
here's
didn't
what
learn.
happened to me. I didn't have a relationship with my dad at all. But even when I was 11 or 12, we'd just visit him once in a while, and I won't go into all that. But we had fun with him. It was fun. But I didn't hear from him for probably a decade. And then when I was like 22 years old, I had my own little house up on Coldwater Canyon, and I received a phone call one day from a rehab facility, and they said, "Is this Todd Fisher?" Yes. Well, we're discussing letting your father go from a rehab facility, but he has to have somewhere to go. Would you be willing to take him?
What are you going to say to that?
No, I mean, you could imagine, like, no, I lived alone, and it wasn't like, but it was like, I really took me a second, and I was like, yes, of course I'll do that.
I don't think you lived alone at that
Oh
time.
yes, I did.
Yeah?
Oh yes, I did.
Well, then did he come to live with you twice?
Well, Donna was around.
Yeah.
You're talking about Donna.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was around. We weren't married.
Oh,
No, no,
okay.
so I had the house. No. So he shows up. They drop him off. Somebody brings him over. He's got his little bundle of stuff, whatever you have with you. He had no possessions. He had lost everything. He just blew out. I don't know which drugs it was in those days. I think it was cocaine and speed. But at any rate, he had lost everything. So he had absolutely nothing. He shows up at the house, and he's very jovial and very cool. And he's like, "Oh, this is great. We're gonna have this will be a lot of fun." And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Now I didn't have a big house. I don't know if you ever saw that house. It was teensy tiny.
Yeah.
Under 2,000 square feet. It's like 1,600. So he literally moved into my little guest room, little tiny room, and I made him, get into my routine. and I've always been pretty healthy, and so all of a sudden he's, eating healthy and he's
So
exercising.
you
and
became the dad.
that is when he started calling me father.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't.
That's just all kinds of healthy.
It's weird, but I didn't care that he did. And what I used to do is, it was fun though. We were having some fun together, and I would take him out. And we go to the movies and run movies at the house. This early days of VHS tapes, and we had to go rent a movie. I started collecting
Go to
tapes.
Blockbuster.
But I'll tell you what happened though. It was a healing experience though, because not that I really had any issues with him, but it was interesting to see this guy that was sort of broken and didn't have anything and had everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things we started doing is we started working on his show again as soon as we could. So I had the guy come over and rehearse with him and play piano in the, that's why I kept that upright piano. I still have that little upright.
Yeah.
I have 5 pianos because all these pianos have stories. So I don't know what I'm going to do
Well,
with
Eddie's last piano is right in.
It is right there,
Yeah.
but that piano came from his house in San Francisco. In my house on Coldwater, I had that little upright sonnet piano. Anyway, he rehearsed, he got his act together, and he actually booked a couple of dates and did a couple of jobs with Eddie Samuels. Then one day, I just came back from work and he was gone.
And how long was it until you saw him again?
A couple of years.
Really?
He just vaporized.
Well,
And it wasn't drugs. It
No.
wasn't like, he just literally.
he probably got tired of you being the dad.
I don't know that that's the case. I'm not sure what it
Or
is.
he needed to just,
He never
sow
was the kind
more
of
wild
person.
oats.
Maybe, but I always thought, oh, Jesus, he fell off the wagon. But
Yeah.
it wasn't that. But at any rate, the part that got me was, I had literally supported him for probably the better part of a year at the house, months. And then he just vaporizes, no, how do you do, thank you much.
So I have a question. When this was going on, did your mom know?
Oh,
that-
yes.
And so, what was that dialogue like?
My mother was like, that's very interesting. And how is basically what you just did. She was like, and how does that feel?
Yeah.
I said, it feels a little strange, because I have this other role that I've taken on with him, but he needs help. And I don't know where else he's going to go. Carrie was traveling at the time. Carrie, I don't know, would have been ready for that anyway.
Yeah.
Me, I didn't really care. And I was working a lot. I had a lot of studio dates, so I was gone a lot, but I'd come back and he's, sitting on the couch eating popcorn, watching movies. I was like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
But you have to admit, it's strange. But
You're
I think,
a great son.
no. Listen,
Yes,
he was,
you are.
Listen, he was fun. He did not assume or anything. He was very gracious. He was appreciative right up to the point where he disappears. But while he's there and he's with you, he gives off a very warm feeling. He's fun to be with. He was very charismatic. I mean, I could put him in any crowd anywhere and people would love him. And I
Yeah.
would. I took him out. We would,
Well, I just want to say I'm looking down.
and it's his birthday.
And
There you have it.
it's his hippo birthday. An old friend of mine who I haven't seen in ages and ages is in the room. His name is Alex Hyde White. Alex, if you're still here, he said this is a great interview. I want to thank you for that. I don't know if you've ever been here before. Alex is a wonderful actor.
Are we shocking him with our dialogue?
No. Oh, no.
But I mean, the part of this dialogue, it's everybody has this. It's not, yeah, my dad was famous, but tell me that there isn't 1,000 more stories just like that. And
Oh, no.
And 1,000 more
Yes.
stories
Oh,
like
yes.
yours. And it just so happens he's famous and wrote a book. And then I wrote a book, But I mean, everybody, is hopefully learns from these things.
Yeah,
know,
well,
and-
absolutely. And, I'm loving that. First of all, hello, everybody. I'm looking at all my favorite people. Hey, Thomas Schlieve is here tonight. Marilyn Fleck is here tonight. She said he sang a song on a show with Carrie, and it was beautiful. Do you know what song that was? By the way, you have his voice and looks, but your mom's personality. Isn't that
That is a
awesome?
major compliment.
Yes,
Appreciate
it is.
Carrie used to say it like this. She said, we are both like our mother. Todd is like our mother early in the morning before life has had a chance to beat her up a little bit and get her going. Whereas I, meaning Carrie,
Yeah.
am more like her in the evening after a full day of stress and life hitting her. And there was some truth to that. There was an edge to Carrie at times.
Yeah.
But there was another side to Carrie that few saw. There was a little vulnerable, beautiful, little sweet girl,
Yeah.
not like the person you see entertaining or being witty
Yeah,
or
she-
doing
she
talk shows.
definitely
There was a
had
much,
that.
there was a smaller, vulnerable little girl that was always there to the end. In September, a month, 2 months before she passed, I had a conversation with her, and there it was, right there, as if we were, playing in the bathtub at 3.
Yeah.
It was always there. It's just that life.
That's actually the last time you saw her.
Correct. And
Before
that was
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was at her birthday party.
It was after everything. It was early in
Yeah.
the morning, and I was alone with her up in her little office, and it was dark, and she was afraid that we were going to lose our mother, and she was trying to check in with me to see how I felt about traveling with her again or doing stuff, and she was trying to kind of get back to the way things were,
Yeah.
to some degree, and so it was an interesting, very vulnerable, interesting moment. But it was always there between us. There's one thing about that bond, the brother-sister bond. I mean, we're a year apart, so it was there anyway. And maybe, you have it with your brother too at times. It's a little different there, but there's an interesting connection that cannot be dismissed. It's very real. And even though there were a lot of things that challenged it, it was impossible to destroy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so true. So I'm just looking at what people are saying, and people are really relating to the dad thing. A lot of people are talking about how difficult that they had it, and it's girls. And let me tell you, I mean, it's a real thing. And
Oh, for sure. So
and,
Carrie's, for those of you who don't know the whole story, and I'm not going to do the whole story, but when I was some of my earliest memories of my father have to do with Carrie and my father. And I have a memory of me playing on the floor at the Conway house. And there is Carrie at this big picture window looking out, waiting for him to come. Now, he's supposed to be picking us up to go do something with us, and he pulls a no-show. And he did it a few times. Now, I was just young enough to where I was like, it didn't mean a thing to me. But I always will remember Carrie sitting there endlessly and me trying to get her to come play with me, and she would not leave the window. She endlessly sat there waiting for him to show up.
right.
And that went on for 60 years.
Yeah, yeah, and and another thing that happens and is that I found just in working with people and in relationship issues of all kinds is that if any of you can relate to this, but you have kids, right? So you have kids, and maybe the marriage ends when the kids are little, and then the mother most of the time is always the one that is left to raise the children.
Sometimes.
But no,
In my case,
most of the time.
Most of the time, maybe.
And it's really hard because they have to work and they have to raise kids and they have to be the punisher and they have to be the love and they have to be all kinds of things. And so when little girls in particular, what happens is that they get to be near teenage time, 12, 13, so tween, and they are like can't buy that the father walked out. You know what I mean? So they
take responsibility.
No, they create a fantasy about the father.
Some blame themselves.
Some blame themselves for sure, but the fantasy they create is that the father, my dad really loves me, he misses me, he's the great guy because he doesn't have to be the one to
Say
punish
no.
the kids and say no to the kids, which
You buy into any of
give
this?
kids boundaries. And so, no, this is really a real thing that happens. And so little girls will create a fantasy about their dad, and they'll say to the mom, I don't want to live with you anymore. You're mean, blah, blah, blah. I want to go live with dad. And then they go, and they quickly find out it's heartbreaking. That it was a fantasy.
Also, dads are going to have a different kind of relationship than they would have expected anyway.
Yeah.
It will be different. Even Larry Zabel, who I thought was one of the most awesome guys on earth,
Yeah.
wasn't the greatest father to those girls, because he was in the middle of his career and and how could he's doing what he's doing. They were expecting something else.
Yeah.
So they had daddy issues.
Right.
It's like even with a cool guy, you're still going to have the daddy issues.
So here's my plea to dads out there. Please be the man that you want your daughter to be with for the rest of her life.
Wouldn't that be great?
Be that man and teach her that.
My
Because
daughter, Vanessa.
and your life will change if you would be that man, because I just don't think that people are taught this stuff. And so I love the fact that people want to come and learn this stuff.
Well, I'm not sure that's why they're here, but that's what you get with us.
No, I don't mean tonight. I mean
general.
at seminars and things like that,
yes.
what we have here, because, it's life-changing because people just aren't told this stuff. I mean, there's none of this life, love 101, kind of stuff. It's, Anyway, we kind of got off on a thing there. But
Look
I
who's
think
here.
My cousins are here. They're here.
Camera one, John.
How long are you here for? We're here till Saturday. I get them for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday. So 5 more.
There they are.
sleeps.
You got the shadows.
You got the shadows.
Oh, he's trying to show them, but there you are.
That's right. I wish my brother would get his tail feathers down here.
Didn't he go shopping or something?
I don't know, but wherever you are, Bobby, I know you're here because I see you in the room. You need to be in the room.
With
Okay.
your cousins.
Yes, I have family. I found my family. Isn't that cool?
You guys missed the film clips. We had all these film clips. We've covered so much ground. Let me go over it all with you.
Okay, wait, no.
Let's start it again. Here we go. So here's the film clip part. That went on, and then after the film clip, we showed my mother was dancing and singing with Donald O'Connor. That was really cool. There they are there singing with Donald O'Connor. Fantastic. You really missed that. But I'll run it for you later if you want to see it. It's pretty cool stuff. Actually, for you younger people, which you are, you probably never seen vaudeville-y kind of shows like this, so it's kind of cool. And then we got off on a tangent because today is my father's birthday. So did you hear any of that? Oh, you saw some of that. So we've talked a little bit about my father. Mm-hmm. I have a great, just in honor of Eddie Fisher, I'll do an Eddie Fisher story. So right around the time Carrie's doing Star Wars, my father calls up Carrie. This is maybe the second one. This is probably Empire. He says, would you mind if I stayed in your apartment in New York for, a week or two? I'm going to be in New York. Would you mind if I stay there for a little while? And she's like, no, that'd be great. No problem at all. So he goes over and he moves into the apartment for a few days. And a year later, my sister says to my mother, I said my dad could come stay at my place, but it's a year now and he's still staying there and he's charging everything to me and he's living in the apartment. Well, the wrong person to tell is my mother.
Right. Boy, oh boy, is that the truth.
Now, by the way, I don't know anything about this. So my mother flies to New York, shows up at the doorstep of Carrie's house, and it's knock, knock, knock. Eddie answers the door. Eddie, why don't you tell me how much it would cost to get you out of Carrie's apartment? I have my checkbook right here. I'll just write you a check, and we'll get you
Oh my
your
God, how
own place.
devastating.
She's going to write a check like on the spot. Yes, now you'd think he'd been embarrassed, right? Now, I never heard this story, but I knew that part of it because my mother eventually told me the story. But Eddie wrote about this story in his book. And I was in the Santa Monica Mall when his book came out. And I read this, I looked up the parts that had to do with Carrie. And he told this story from his perspective. And he says almost the same thing. He says, Debbie came to the door, she took out her checkbook, offered to write me a check to leave. And then he offered these pearls, these true gems of wisdom.
All right, I'm ready.
Had I known she would have paid me to stay away all these years, I wouldn't have done it for free. End quote. Now, if I'm quoting it,
Yes.
all these years later, how freaking pissed. No, I'm going for it. How fucking pissed I was. Because I'm doing that in honor of Carrie. because
I can't.
well, I have to because it's an F-bomb for Carrie. But I was so mad.
My pores are all
In the
open
Sa-
again.
in the Santa
They
Monica
just
Mall.
Closed down. I'm fine now.
I called him
Had a
on the
little
phone
water.
immediately, and I said, I got a machine. And I said, what the, I mean, it's like, and it's when I finally got him, by the way, here's the J.
The justification.
So Henry and I invented this thing right here. Now, you don't have to say those words. We would just show this. So if we hear somebody making a bogus excuse, we just do this. Someone's justifying their position. Here was his excuse. His excuse was he didn't remember doing it. The editor must have put it in there.
Oh, that's always the excuse. Okay.
So there you have it.
That's right. Whew.
You
Got
feel
all
better
that,
now?
Well, I'm exhausted from it all, really. All right, now I
Trying
have
to
a
get
question.
those out. Yes. Question.
Do you have a picture of Phyllis Diller?
Okay, so what I found, and I will bring it up over here.
Okay.
And I do believe this will.
I have a
I will,
great picture
we will,
of me and Phyllis Diller.
Well, what we're going to do is this. We're going to include this photo just so that it connects to the item we're about to bring up, right?
Right.
So there's the picture, John. And so that was Phyllis Diller.
When
my
I was
mom.
a little girl, loved Phyllis Diller with the crazy hair, and she talked about Fang, her husband. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She had a great, I mean, beyond great. I mean, that's not, you can't even use those adjectives. She had the best sense of humor ever.
Yeah. And,
And
your mom.
she's like 90 at this point.
Oh, I know, and they still, your mom and Phyllis Diller, I remember they would go to lunch. They had a lot of lunches, and they would laugh, and this was really right up to
They
when
were
Phyllis,
truly
till Phyllis
vaudevillian
died.
entertainers.
Yeah.
They had so much in common, so many ways. The live entertaining, Phyllis was a big live entertainer.
Right.
They met back Laugh-In days and those kind of old shows. But the reason why I'm showing you this picture is because we have decided to put up an item.
Yes. So we're going to do
I have the clip.
oh, you have a clip.
I have a clip.
I love when she says we have clips.
Clips
And
are
we
coming.
have wieners. I love it.
Okay, so we're going to show Phyllis doing her deal because it's worth showing because, once again, a lot of people probably don't remember her, but she used to wear these kooky kind of mod outfits, and she had just the best.
Oh yeah, and she had great legs, as I recall.
Well, she always did.
She
Here she
wore
is
minis.
with him right now. Johnny, here we go. Uh-oh. We've lost. I have the other picture up. I have to release. I need to release control from the iPhone.
Yes.
Release the iPhone from control. Here we go.
Now, I'm going to tell you the truth about what I'm wearing. I used to work as a lampshade in Las Vegas. Now, you may think my legs are funny. But there's one man in this world who's absolutely crazy about my legs. Colonel Sanders. The funny thing that modern medical science never comes up with anything to help me. Now, I thought I found something on my own. I found a money-back guarantee on a beauty cream. Rushed down to the store. They took one look at me, paid me in advance. So then I bought one of those girdles with the magic fingers. Wouldn't you know the one I got had arthritis? So then I tried out that new baking soda deodorant. It only works if you're sitting in the refrigerator. So then I went into the dress department. I told the lady I was a medium. Well, she wanted me to contact her dead Uncle Fred. So then she absolutely insisted that I try on this certain dress. She said, "Madam, this dress is so sexy it'll give your husband ideas." I said, "Why, does a brain come with it?" Thank you.
She is
was
awesome.
amazing. Just
You know, for a
incredible.
stand-up,
Yes.
she's up there with like Carlin and Cosby and
Oh
whatever.
yeah, she was so.
Sharp.
And you know what I liked about her too? She was kind. She was.
Oh, yeah.
She was a nice lady.
Very much.
I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
Not everyone.
You know, sometimes you meet some, whoops.
Ouch!
Sometimes you meet celebrities and they are just not what you thought, what you hoped, you know, all of that sort of thing. And the other female comedian of that day was Joan Rivers.
Oh, yeah.
And, oh, it was not a good day for me to meet her because it was horrible. And I remember thinking, oh man, you know, you admire women for breaking through a glass ceiling, you know, in the entertainment business. And so you think they're going to be, you know, you think they're going to be something that you see, you know.
I had a
no,
horrible,
no.
I was in a really especially bad position here because, as we were talking about earlier, we compare people to our parents. So in my world, I was comparing all these other celebrities to my mother.
Yeah.
Who was like the most gracious person on earth and didn't act like a movie star. She was very, very approachable and touchable. And people used to relate to her like that. And so when I would see other stars acting otherwise, the bar was really high.
Well, yeah, but it's also
I mean, Joan was
I
a
don't
very...
know. I don't get it. This, you know what? Loving people who support your work, really, the public is your paycheck.
Yeah, my mother used to say, where would we be without the fans?
And so
no career.
There's no call at all for in my eyes, you know, to not be gracious to people that are coming up to you to say something loving and to just be the opposite of what.
Remember at the Paley Center, my mother, and that's where that picture was from.
Well,
I
Phyllis
showed.
Diller did not let me down. I absolutely
No, but
loved
I
her.
remember my mom and her sitting there and fans coming up to the two of them,
Yeah.
and they just were having a ball, and the fans were like, wow, I can't believe I'm just,
Yeah.
you know, so connected to this. Show us what you got
Okay,
there.
so this is going to be a quick auction because we're, you know, we have just
We're
a
already
little bit
3
to
hours
go.
into
I
the
know.
show, and we haven't started yet.
But this is something that we found that I think is really great. It's a sterling silver. It looks like a platter or a charger. You know, it's beautiful and it's
Well,
it's
you got to hold it so
engraved.
they can see what it says.
Well, tell me when you can see
Well,
it.
I guess you could see it on the picture
It
here.
says, "Happy birthday, Debbie, Phyllis Diller," and it's there. It is. You can see it in the picture. So Ryan was here, and you know he thought that this was great, and I love it too. Now there's another. Okay, so it's a charger. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
That one kind of sits on top of it.
And that sits on top of it. So that it's just beautiful.
I'm not sure it's sterling. Let me see if it's plated or sterling. It does look
This
sterling,
one
doesn't it?
definitely is.
I would not count on this being sterling. I believe this is, at the very least, it's plated. It doesn't have any marks on, but it's scratched up pretty good. This was in my mother's
it
house.
is old. It is vintage.
Oh,
for
here there are
sure.
some marks over here.
Yeah.
So one has to give it a sharp look, but
it feels.
it looks good.
It's
Well, anyway,
substantial,
you're
yeah.
really getting it more for that.
Right. So what was that? I just heard.
Just throwing things around.
Oh, and I'm not going to be able to pick that up. But anyway, so it's a sterling I don't know that it's sterling, but it's a silver platter that says "Happy Birthday, Debbie, Phyllis Diller."
And
'cause
that's
they were
clearly
very,
a one-of-a-kind thing. And then we're bundling it with an autographed cassette tape.
Yes. Now look at your world is strange and frightening to me. It's a cassette, which I actually remember because I remember the first place I was.
I think we
heard
should
a
show
Walkman.
people. This should have been one of your
It's signed
questions.
by your mom.
This should have been one of your questions. What is this object? You're right.
I don't even know if it's on Google. That's,
Oh, this thing's never been played. This is mint.
Yeah,
I mean, this
but
is,
your mom signed the front.
That's the point.
Yeah.
It's signed for real by her.
Yep. So that's part 2 of that bundle. Part 3 of that bundle is a Debbie and Carrie memorial pin, which I love because it's ceramic and it has silver edges, and it's just a beautifully made piece. Art by Ricky LaChance. And also...
Let me have the Debbie CD right there.
The piece of the Debbie floor.
We're gonna give the CD
Yeah.
because
The Debbie
because you can't
dance
play
floor.
this. You won't be able to play the cassette tape. So we'll give them a CD so
Yeah.
you can actually play.
So
'Cause
you can
that
actually,
I don't know anybody
and-
can
and
even play one of
this
those
is going
things.
to be just
That's just thrown in.
Yeah. Okay. And then a section of the dance floor from Studio D at the Debbie Reynolds Dance Studio in MGM. And then the last part is the Debbie Reynolds program. This is my favorite because I love that picture of her on the back. And
You don't like the one of me inside?
oh, I love everything about that program. It's got so many pictures and things that she wrote in it.
There they are.
Let's see. Let me see. Aw, there's the children page. I love that.
You see those shoes right there? Those shoes are in the other room.
I know. We'll bring those on some night
Yeah.
because you and Carrie's shoes are in Debbie's room
For
still.
real.
Yeah.
Not for fake.
So that's quite a bundle, all right? So we're going to start that. We'll start it as we always do. We'll say Debbie bundle. We can start it at $5, and at the end of the show, I'll give you a 5-minute warning when it's almost...
What is that other picture you have over there?
Oh, well, that is the second item.
Oh, this is another auction item?
It is, and it's, you know, it comes with a certificate.
Is that Robin Williams with his hairy chest?
No, that's Pierce Brosnan with his hairy
I'm teasing.
chest.
I'm teasing.
Yeah, and he signed it.
Is there
It's a picture of Pierce Brosnan in the 80s, which
Are you sure?
he was really, and still is,
a classy guy.
a classy guy. And Pierce Brosnan did not let me down.
I'm
let me
not
just
sure
say.
why anybody would keep
He
that
was
much
very-
hair on your chest. I mean, you can almost do
It
a
was the
Bigfoot
80s.
deal.
It was before
Don't you think?
manscaping.
Do you have that much hair on your
manscape.
chest? All the way down on your belly like that? Look at that. Can you see that up close? My goodness.
Well, anyway, Robin Williams had him beat.
Yeah, that's true. Because Williams had it all over his shoulders.
So this is
and down
assigned
his
to
back.
Pierce
That's rough.
Brosnan, and that it has a certificate on the back, and it's an original autograph. So that is, so put
Here goes the clip.
Pierce.
Here goes the clip.
the clip.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
I'm going to stop this because we're going to go to jail. I'm going to stop it because we're going to go to jail. I'm stopping it because I know I don't want to go to Facebook jail.
I don't want to go to Facebook jail. It's my
Here's
Facebook
the thing,
page.
it's
I'm
playing
the
the
one that
Bond theme
Yeah.
under there, so that's a
Right.
definite bust.
But I love it. I love it. So let's start that one at $5.
You know what we could do? I could mute it. Let me do
I'm going to jail. I can still hear it.
Here, I'm turning it. I got it off.
No, I hear it.
No. I had it off. I have it off.
Anyway. Oh, Halle Berry.
Leave it up here. Leave it up here. Put it up on the
Nice.
2-shot.
Okay.
Go 2-shot. There we go. So it'll be like us talking about it, and there it's not so bad like that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that you.
Now, he was something with Halle Berry. That was some magic there, right?
Oh, she looks so good in this film. So that is the second thing. So you put Pierce $5 and
He looks a lot hairier than he does
$5
as Bond.
increments. Yeah. Well, manscaping was in by the time they made Bond.
Look at his eyebrows. Look how thick his eyebrows. Your eyebrows that thick? He's got more hair on his eyebrows than I have on my head.
That's just all wrong.
Boom.
All wrong. Okay. All right. And Ferruccio, I'm going to talk to you while I'm on this. Now, Ferruccio, I want to give your documentary and your books about Jane Mansfield away, but you know what I want to do, Ferruccio? I want to interview you. And so we'll do a neat, quick little interview.
Like right now?
No, I'm going to contact you, and we'll do it this week, and then we'll
But
do the giveaways with that.
You can do it on the Zoom. You can have as many people as you
But
want right
tonight,
here on
the
Zoom.
show, I don't want to get rushed, and the show is long, so I don't want to rush Ferruccio. So we'll talk.
That's funny. I don't feel
later.
rushed. Do you feel rushed?
Well, you know, on
No,
the
I
East
don't feel
Coast,
rushed.
people are like, I got to go to bed, you know, believe it or not. Some
It's a
people
school
have gone
night.
back to work, and it's a school night.
Except there's no school.
Exactly. So now that is off and running, let's just go to want to see some funny clips? We're going to do a couple funny clips, and then we're going to give away,
The farm.
no,
Not the farm. We're
Lots
not
of
doing the
fun
farm this week.
presents
She likes
tonight.
giving the farm away.
I do. So let's
It's a new car.
No.
No, it's not.
Okay, now listen up.
Listen
so
up.
here's the thing. There was a commercial on TV that
Kmart?
Yes, and I don't know if you ever saw these, and I don't know why they aren't still on, because I thought that
Probably
these
because
were
of the title.
the most,
This one here?
yes, about shipping things from
Well, this
Kmart.
is called Big Gas.
No,
That's not the one you want.
no, we want the Kmart. Because
Well, they're both Kmart.
And we'll. Oh, they are? But, okay, so here's two I haven't seen. So I had
are we going
Ryan-
with this?
We'll go with it.
We're going with it without, all right.
Yeah, so we'll just go there.
All right,
Okay.
let's turn the sound back because we can afford to be out of jail now.
Exactly. Okay, so
Here we
this
go.
was a clever ad campaign.
Ugh, I hate these big ass prices.
Sounds like you could use some big ass savings.
I'd love some big ass savings.
Kmart Shop Your Way members save 30 cents a gallon.
30 cents a gallon? That's a big-ass discount.
Big ass discount.
A really big ass discount.
Really big ass discount.
Honey, this solves your big ass problem.
Totally solves my big ass problem.
Dad, look at that big ass truck.
Big ass man.
Hello, big ass man.
Shop Your Way members get big ass savings. Save 30 cents a gallon when you spend $50 or more at Kmart.
Ooh, there was the catch right there. I got to spend $50 to get the 30 cents.
But it was big ass savings, you know. So that
Listen, were you implying that it was a little controversial to say big ass?
big gas,
Big gas. Big ass.
big gas.
It sounded like ass to me.
Well, of course. I loved their campaigns, and I'm wondering why they aren't on anymore. Because
Well, here's another one.
Okay, so here's another one that I really loved. Oh my God, I have never seen that one before.
Now,
Oh,
how do you even know what it is?
Shop Your Way members can ring in the holidays with Joe Boxer. Kmart. Get in, get more Christmas.
It reminds me of my brother. My brother would.
Looks like there was a second
He
one,
walks into the
twice.
kitchen and, right, Dora? He walks in and does these little hip movements. So,
Are we doing more of these
yeah,
things?
one more, and I think there's one more. Oh yeah, they got to make that mo bigger.
Mo bigger?
And then here we go. Oh gosh, I love these so much.
Ship my pants. Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding. You can ship your pants right here. You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed.
If we can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
It's just-
Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, Brian, good job on finding those, because I was thinking, whatever happened to those Kmart ads? They were
I don't remember those ever.
fantastic. Anyway,
I do remember Kmart, but I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Do we
I
still have
thought it-
Kmarts?
I think so.
I don't know one
Oh,
around
okay.
here.
The auction, Singing in the Rain.
Oh, there it is.
This is the one that's on Facebook. That's signed by your mom and Donald O'Connor. It'll be on Facebook until Friday. Yeah.
So what this was?
So that is up to
this-
$500. Yeah.
So what this was? Is it here? Do we have it here? Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what this was? Was an album. It's a dual album with Easter Parade and Singing in the Rain, but it's signed by Donald and Debbie. And earlier we ran the clip of Donald and them performing together. So they remained lifelong friends, throughout time. This was signed over at the hotel, so signed in the 90s. So after the film clip you saw, when Donald would come to the hotel, and they did a couple of things together, so it got signed then. So this is another one of those cool Debbie Reynolds hotel and DR Studio items. It ended up at DR Studios. So it's pretty unusual to have an album signed by both of them. Obviously, it'd be a little hard to get that now, but probably the only one I have. I have an original Singing in the Rain album, like an old album, but I don't have that.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, just how many of these things can you have?
No, but I love this because it's signed by Debbie and Donald, which is great. So that'll be on my Facebook page.
And there will be I don't believe I have anything else. I have a picture of Gene and Debbie signed together, and of course I have the big poster signed by them. But maybe I just don't have we don't have anything.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well. Anyway, so we're all grooving, and I am ready to give stuff away. Are you ready to win stuff? That's what I want to know. I say, yeah, baby, let's do it. I'm super excited about this.
Do your cousins get to compete?
You can't compete if you're a family member. So
See,
I'm sad
that's
to
one
say,
downside.
but there's a few people out here that are not family members.
Well, but they're going to be. Look at, you see.
That is so sweet.
Look, you see what's going on over there?
Oh, I do. Those two are madly in love.
I'm just saying, it's looking.
Robert Hickland.
As my mother would say, wait, I want to do something in honor of my mother, as she would say when she saw something like that. She would say, it's a fait accompli.
Yes.
A fait accompli.
That's what she used to say about us. It's a fait accompli.
Fini.
Yes.
Done deal.
Oh. Okay, so, all right. So we got everybody going on in here. And Linda Kornreich is here. Hello, Linda.
I thought you were giving stuff away.
You're
back over introducing people.
Diane Vasquez. Okay, I got two cool
Let me
things
know when you're
in
ready.
the
I
mail.
got some work to do.
Okay. So, Diane Vasquez, I got your gift today. And I love it. And Tracy Saunders, I got yours too. And I have to show it. I don't have it on the stage with me, but I'm going to show it on Wednesday. I love it. She made me it's a tuxedo jacket with tails.
Why did you bring that out? I don't understand.
I'll bring it out on Wednesday. It is great, and it fits me. I was like, please, please, please fit, and it does. I love that when that happens. And then Diane got me this. I'm going to show it on Wednesday too. It's a desk piece, and it says "Boss Lady." I'm the boss lady. And so I say that all the time, and she picked up on that. So thank you guys. It was really fun, it felt like Christmas, and I really appreciate both of you.
Is that what all those
Thank
boxes? You get a lot of boxes.
I know. People send stuff, and
you are constantly getting boxes.
Well, and
it takes Flora like an hour to disinfect everything. She's got this UV light. She's over here going over all the boxes.
Oh,
going over all the boxes.
So let's see. All right. So let's give away stuff. Now we have again.
You keep saying that, but nothing's getting out the door.
It is going now. Okay. So put your fingers on the keys, everybody, because this is so easy. You're gonna love this.
I'm not involved in this, right? It's questions you have. I have the answers here, though, so I can cheat.
You want to do the questions?
No. I don't want to get involved with this.
You don't want to get involved with this? Okay, number one, the gift. Number one gift tonight is our new blue paisley Catdana. If you have never worn a Catdana, you can look at Todd. He has on the pirate Catdana. And these are awesome. If you don't have one, that they stretch,
John?
And you just slip it on over your head, and they're just amazing. You
John?
can. Oh no.
Yo
oh, good.
ho, yo ho, pirates like.
I'll just wait for you to finish. That's all. We'll just wait.
Yo ho, pirates like for me. Okay.
All right. So it's a beautiful blue new design of paisley Catdana, and also the stylus pen.
I wore this out today,
by the way. It's a stylus, and it's the oh, for crying out loud. You know what happens to me when I get tired?
You're not tired. It's all the interruptions.
I can't even remember my husband's name. It's an inspirational pen, but it's also something you say to yourself every day, and you can write in the dark with it.
Dwight, where are you going, buddy?
At night when you're falling asleep, or when your best ideas come to you.
He's tired.
So the first person that answers this will receive the Catdana.
I see the answer. I don't see the question.
Ben Affleck was the most recent actor to play Bruce Wayne, the ultra-rich alter ego to this superhero? Who is the superhero? Do you know the answer?
I do, because I read it on the paper.
Would you have known it?
No.
All right. John, would you have known it? Oh, yeah. Waiting for confirmation? Yes.
Did you see that big picture out there? Did you notice that big picture out there that's framed?
Okay, so I see one, but I'm going to get, I see two, but let's get off confirmation. It was, it's easy if you look. Huh? Bill. That Bill, our Greek Bill, Tsoukalis. Okay, Bill, congratulations. You've been on a roll lately. Did Diane weigh in on a confirmation on that? Okay. All right, so Bill, you are the winner. Here we go. Number 2, the gift for number 2 is, oh, that's 3. What is number 2? Let's see here. That's
I see 4.
2. Oh, it's this is a, I've got
It's
it
on
here.
the floor.
Yes, I dropped it.
Oh, this was donated back.
This was donated back by Barb Kevern tonight. Barb Kevern donated back the section of dance floor.
Because she already
that
had one.
She got in her auction win the other night because she already had one. So, but Barb, that's always a great thing because a lot of people would like to have this. So Barb's done this. Lisa Eaton has done this. Ferruccio has done this. Now Barb Kevern has done this. So thank you so much. This is the number 3. Number 2. So if you can answer this question, you will be the winner of the piece of dance floor from Studio D, MGM Studios as well. So here we go. Danced on by the finest dancers in the business, Michael Jackson, Patrick Swayze, and wow, many more. All right, this superhero's alter ego is a high school student who goes by Peter Parker. Who is this superhero that slings into action? He slings and swings.
Are you giving away too many things? Speaking of slings and things and giving away too many things.
It's
slings and things and giving away too many things.
Okay. Okay, waiting for confirmation. Waiting for confirmation. All right. That's what I have, and Diane has that as well. So Marcy Metelsky, you are the winner, and you are new to us, your name, and so you're a first-time wiener, as Dora would say. Congratulations, Marcia. So what you need to do is write me on my private message on Facebook and make sure that I have your email and a mailing address so that we can get this to you. Perfect. All right, Marcy. See, coming here is fun, prizes. Number 3. Number 3 is the Debbie and Carrie Memorial Pin. Donated also by Barb Kevern. Thank you, Barb, for being such a great person to do that. And also the motivational, inspirational pen, which is really great because it's a pen and a stylus. And it just, you know, it's, I am loved, I am blessed, I am the child of the Most High God. All is well. That is what it says on the pen engraved, and
words to live by.
Words to live by. Here we go. This metropolis superhero goes by reporter Clark Kent and works for the Daily Planet. He can also leap over tall buildings in a single bound. Who is he?
It's a little easy.
You think it's a little easy?
A little easy, but that's okay. A little easy is good. It moves it along.
Yeah. All right. Waiting for confirmation.
By the way, you didn't say what did you say who the winner of the other one was? Did you announce
who the winner
the prior,
was?
not the winner, but the answer.
The old answer. Well, the first one was Batman. The second one was Spider-Man. And now this one is... Okay, we're waiting for confirmation. Sorry, guys. Just want to... Lisa Somerville. Okay, Diane, myself, and... Dora and Ryan. Okay. Lisa Somerville, congratulations. Make sure I have your information, and we will get that out to you. All right.
Now we're going to close the auction soon.
We're going to close the auction. After
so
this
after
one,
this one, we're going to close. So to remind everybody, go ahead and remind.
If you want to know what the latest bid is on those, Pierce Brosnan is $55, and Debbie's is $275. Okay, so those are where they're at. Okay, so this is a really beautiful bracelet. I have one myself. A lot of people wanted to know where I got it, so I got more to give away. So this is the prize, is this bracelet right here.
With the iPhone? iWatch?
Not with the watch, no, just the bracelet. If you know the answer to this question, here we go. Diana Prince is the secret identity to this Amazonian superhero who lassos her adversaries into submission. Ooh, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't think that's a superhero.
Who is the superhero?
This sounds like something else entirely.
Yeah, but Diana Prince is the secret identity. Actually, I had a hairdresser that thought that he was this superhero. Okay, we're waiting for confirmation on this. All right. Okay. Going there, down there. Here we go. Okay, I see. You let me know who you're seeing. And Erica D is who I have, and who Diana has as well.
And the answer is
Ryan. And the answer is Wonder Woman.
Should have kept that on. That was like a Wonder Woman cuff.
I know. It's beautiful. Okay, congratulations. Congratulations. Here we go. The next prize is, this is prize number 5, a $30 gift certificate to catcosmetics.com. That's my company. Super fun place to shop. Get cool tangs. Here we go for a... Oh, we're closing the auction right now. Okay, great. So here we go. Gift certificate
we'll do it
for
after.
$30 to catcosmetics.com. If you win this, please make sure you PM me your email address, because I will be sending it to you via email electronically. And the question is... Oh, wait. It's a number. It's a number.
That's okay.
Yes. Okay. So before the show, you're going to have to guess this number. Now, if you've already won, you can't win again. That's just one win per night to make it fair. If you haven't done this before, I'm going to think of a number. I'm going to give you some clues, and you guess the number. Okay? So I'm going to say that I thought of a number before the show. And it's between 50 and 65. It's a 2-digit number, of course, between 50 and 65. What is the number that I thought of before the show? I'm thinking of it for you right now. All right. Between... Oh, my God.
That quick. That's
oh, my
good.
God. Oh.
Kathy Gans.
No, it's...
No?
Wow, that was unbelievable. I'm just waiting for confirmation. It is Peggy Delgadillo. Peggy Delgadillo. Wow.
What do you mean? Did she win earlier?
Yeah. That was
That's true.
I think that's the fastest anyone has ever guessed it. Here it is. It's 55. And wow, that's all I have to say. 55. So congratulations, Peggy. That's right. Now let's see. The last prize is also a number, but this is what the win is. Now this is this is in my jewelry line. It's called the Big O. And it's a beautiful black leather, and then it has silver hardware on it. It's actually alloy, so it's beautiful and very substantial, and it doesn't tarnish, and I love this. So this is a really beautiful piece. And I think, how many of these do we have left? Only like 3? 3 left. So this was a good seller for us, and I only launched like maybe a week ago. We launched today, actually, officially. So the Big O is really a beautiful, beautiful necklace. And this is what you will win if you can guess what I'm about to say. All right? All right. Wow. I thought of another number before the show, and I wrote it down. Well, actually, Dora wrote it down, but it's a 2-digit number, and it's between 50 and 70. A 2-digit number between 50 and 70. And I'm thinking of it right now.
It's also a very famous highway.
Yes, it is. That's true. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know what it is?
What? Waiting it for confirmation? Terry Dixon, you are the winner of the Big O necklace.
Route 66.
Route 66. The number is actually.
I get my kicks on Route 66.
That's right. And you are the winner, Terry, so congratulations. All right, so that concludes.
And now the time has come.
Yes. Well, we have to announce the auction.
We have to announce the offer.
Yes.
Okay, the time hasn't come.
All right.
False alarm.
Pierce Brosnan goes to Shannon Marie. Oh, congratulations, Shannon Marie.
You get the hairy man.
Oh, Phyllis Diller goes to Linda Kornreich.
Linda.
Linda, what a great thing. I'm glad you got it. And you know what? It's really nice. So I'm thrilled. You get quite a collection.
Good.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to give her a display case pretty soon.
I know, and it's so true. Lisa Eaton, she's
another one.
Oh, she bought some great Ferruccio.
He needs a display case. I think
know,
after 50 items, we probably should give you a display case.
I know, it's so true. Well, we're gonna say goodnight, and then Dora and I are gonna put the chickies away. Thank you so much for coming to be with us. We'll be back on Wednesday night. And
there's no sound.
We love you.
There's no sound.
Oh. There's no place like home. That's right. So we're going to leave you with some of my
You know that the other night you didn't know
cams.
something.
What?
When you guys were in there putting the birds away, we were still live showing you putting the birds away.
Really?
For at least another 10 minutes, we stayed up and showed you running around
putting the birds away. Yep.
Just beware, it could happen again sometime.
Well, so we're going to leave you. What pen shall we go to? And well, everybody out in our audience says good night to each other, which I love how you do that. So which pen should we be in?
I would say any of these.
Failed to open video.
No, it just takes a second.
Oh, okay. So there's still a tiny bit of light, not much. It will change over any second.
I think everybody's inside.
Well, let's go in and look and see if everybody's inside. Let's see.
Yeah, well, not everybody, but you're getting a bit of a crowd.
Love you too, Philip. Here we go.
People are starting to gather.
Okay. So we have. Now
who's that up in there?
That is that's Jonesy, who has literally put me in the hospital, and the rooster, and there's the babies. Where's everybody? I only see. One baby and one parent there. There's 5 more in there. So that's where they are. And then what's going on in the senior's house?
Well, we were in there already.
No, that was Junior's house.
Let me look at the dome from a distance here.